Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. Good morning. You know, I will never get nobody name up. They was like, they was like, is that a wig? What was that? I said, I don't know. I don't do hair. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say the other women that was in there. Some that the, the marriage, they was laughing at the gym with me this morning and said, we know you gonna put them hairstyles. I said, I am. So I know, because we got 130. I said, I am. I'm going to put it up there. Now, one downvote is Liddell or Candace. I'm not messing with you.
Rocket, cold.
But look who they said that was Crockett. You got Stephen A. Smith attacking her now. Jasmine Crockett.
He's attacking our whole national anthem, so it ain't nothing new with him. He's the fastest racer. He all that. He let you know who he is. He ain't holding him up.
But he black.
Stephen Miller ain't.
No, Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, man.
I'm talking about Stephen A. Smith. You ain't see how they said to us, y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. I mean, listen, hey, some laugh with you, some laugh at you. They laughed at me plenty of times. I laughing too, shit. But hey, it is what it is. But boy, we was rolling. They was like, you gonna put them pictures up? I said, I am. She the one brought up content. She said, oh, they trying to use stuff for content. I said, well, she gave it to me. This what I wanted to say. I was watching one guy. I was looking for his video, and he was talking about like in Chicago when they raided the hotel. And I get both sides, not the hotel, the apartment complex. But and as he was breaking it down, and it was like what they doing is what they not telling people is, and it's bad on both sides. But these was the ones that the Democrats had when they took them to Martha's Vineyard and everything.
Yeah.
What's up?
I just can't fathom that, right? Like, I'm still stuck on, you touch my kids, I'm touching you. It's that serious. And the fact that he's just letting this man skate by, but a dude who does something peaceful, that rallies the community to do something peaceful, right? How often do we see people today get groups of people together, rile them up, and go set them loose? Jed gathered a group of people, got them focused, and did something productive, and he's the fucking monster? This is some bull.
Yes. We in the building, in the building, in the building, in the building. Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Lena, what it do, beloved? Thank you for tapping in. And shout out to Jed and the INA team. You heard? How you doing? The lovely Merc 76 in the building. The lovely Wanda Smith in the building. Me Freaks, what it do? Lena, the showstopper, like she said, she quoted the bishop, do something spectacular, I might notice you. I'm doing everything but trying to sell out Lena. The lovely Terry Nixon in the building. Good morning, good morning. Jaja Boy, top of the morning to you. Top of the morning, the lovely Sandra Nichols Martin is in the building. You heard? Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. It's cold. It's been cold up here. We used to it, so we ain't gonna cry about it. You heard?
It's 26 degrees down here.
Well, only thing I can tell you is it's nasty up here, but this is what we used to. We used to the weather, you know what I'm saying? But I will say, people, y'all drive safe. Take your time. If you got to get up an extra 45 minutes to get where you need to go, meaning go outside, let that car warm up for 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because you want to have all your visuals. Hey, I got to shout out this lady, right? This queen right here. Mama Quill, you know I ran into Mama Quill yesterday. Well, y'all always gonna see me in the grocery store, and this was the first time I was in Sam's that you can actually look through that joker, and wasn't too many people in there yesterday. And shout out to Mama Quill, you heard? Been rolling with us for a long time, you heard? You heard?
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure when you're running into people who support you. You know what I'm saying? It's a pleasure. Because it ain't number problems when you run into people who don't like you. Believe that. Hassan, thank you for tapping in. Yogi G in the building. Good morning, Marcia A. Talbot. You know she got the lovers because she on West Coast time and up extra early. You heard? Concrete Jungle, how you doing? How you doing? Constance, good morning, family. Oh, let me say, see Neely go the other way. Better believe it, Jack. I'm just, nah, I bump into him every time. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I bump into him every time I go to the farmer's market on Saturdays. Me and him be bumping into
Have
each
you
other.
asked him for ARPA funds yet?
I mean, shit, by the looks of it, ain't no Flint broke. They waiting on their next cash infusion. It's on the way.
Oh, homelessness got it.
They waiting on the next cash infusion. It's coming. It's coming.
Oh, they've already got the narrative started on it.
Yeah, this a Verizon. I mean, not Verizon. Google. Look, I can't even kick in on here. It won't even let me see. Well, don't worry about it. Like
That's a Google phone for you.
yeah, listen.
Back to Samsung.
I gotta order mine in today. When I get done, I'm gonna go order it. If I can get mine done. When I went to Verizon yesterday, they told me you got to call the company. They like, we can already gave you 3 phones, so I got to call them directly and get my stuff sent. And y'all family, hit them like buttons. You heard? Get them likes up. Good morning, Miss Beverly Biggs Levy is in the building. The lovely Carolyn Malone is in the building. The lovely Carolyn Hendricks is in the building. We got the good brother Andre Holland tapping in. You heard?
I'm trying to figure out how to like the vertical shit.
Pastor, you gotta go. I think it's on the side or something. I don't know how your phone work. I know mine's just like 3 dots you hit and then it'll let you.
Nah.
Good morning, Pastor Nicholas J. Gaddis. I'm waiting on my Gaddis clan to tap in. You heard? Family. Now we you know, we did what we can do. You know, we trying to give y'all some information, but this one came across my desk this morning. You know what? I went there yet, and I got to call the company back because they had switched out 3. They told me straight up, Marcy, what we got to go do. And I said, well, you know what? Maybe they'll upgrade me to the latest one. So I said I wasn't gonna bother them people. Miss Kariza, I told you when I went in there because I left Samsung to go to Google. I went in there. Good morning, Miss Kariza. Reginald Davis, thank you for tapping in. And we got Bonnie Vanner coming from New Orleans. Thank you. And Shit Sandwich and tapped in. Good morning, Shit Sandwich. Good morning. Good morning.
You can't do that to me.
This was ran across my timeline. Hot damn it. Hot damn it. Hot damn it. She ran across my timeline this morning. And I think I was here for this. Family, I just want to put this out here for y'all. And I stole this off of B. Marie page. This was something that happened back on December 8th. You see when this was put out here. And as you can see, it say on Saturday, December 6th. I remember that because I was at that meeting. During December 6, 2025, during a community meeting. And y'all know what that community meeting is. I don't have to show y'all again. It's called FNU. FNU. And this is FNU. It's after learning that Seventh Ward Flint City Council member Candace Mushat, who serves as vice president of the council, instructed the Flint City clerk. You heard instructed, so we got to remember that word. Remember that word when I'm done reading this. Instructed Flint City clerk to limit the release of public speaker slips to 5 at a time. Some community members expressed concern about how this decision may have affected any public participation. But I keep going to that word, instructed. City clerk lied and said her office is independent. Damn, Candace got a big chin. But let me get back to this right here. We're going to try to not look at the picture and do this at the same time. To 5 at a time. Some community members expressed concerns about how this decision may have affected public participation. Additional concerns have been shared by residents regarding the leadership and decision makings of council members. Liddell Lewis, Judy Priestley. Judy tried to say she wasn't part of the council leadership. Judy is not the brightest bulb that's in the bathroom. You know how you have that one bulb to be dim and the other ones be bright? That's Judy on this right here. Particularly in relation to the alleged events that occurred on October 14th, 2024, involving a disturbance concern connected to a council member's family member. We all remember that, so we're not going to look at that no more. Community members have emphasized the importance of transparency transparency, accountability, and respectful public engagement as essential elements of effective local governance. What are your thoughts? Now, I'm gonna go
I
back
think
to
I could land a jetliner on her forehead. That's my
hold on.
thought.
Reginald Davis just hit us with the
Yeah.
$9.99 super chat. Thank you, good brother. A Spragg is in the building. Good morning. Good morning. Tony Terry then tapped in. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm just trying to
She's
tell
got
you,
some
Goddess Lawn
broad shoulders.
Gaddis Lawn Care and Landscaping is in the building. Big Mama Gaddis, good morning. Good morning. I ain't going nowhere. I wouldn't let you go nowhere if I had to hold you myself. You heard? Linda Chilton, how you doing, beloved? But I'm just saying. Now I put this up because it did make a lot of sense. I wanted to put it up, but this is the lady that y'all going to be voting for in the 7th Ward. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for and who not to vote for, but all you got to do is look at how things is going on at council right now. I know everybody's getting along, they getting along, but I'm just saying, I was at that meeting when Judy did throw the council leadership under the bus, but Tommy was there because Tommy was looking at Judy like, you better get this, you better get it together. Donnell Meredith, thank you for tapping in. And this is the councilwoman from the 7th Ward. I'm just saying she was given leeway last night when people was going over, but it's election season. Maybe she want to be the vice president of city council. Who knows why she will be letting stuff go. Pop Gaddis, good morning. Chicago is in the building. Mrs. You Know Who, thank you for tapping in. Hey, listen, when Candace was being nice to Mrs. Lil Flint, I wrote in the chat last night, and little Miss Flint ain't going for that. Because what was this at before then? Like I told you, I watched Candace when she shooed damn, what's his name? To be up there talking all the time. RL, hot damn it. I forget RL now. RL. So I'm just trying to figure out how. Like, and like I said, this was at the Flint Neighborhood United meeting when it came. Good morning, B. Marie in the building. Yes, I did steal one of your stories out of your group. I'm not gonna lie, but I needed to put that out. Oh, thank you. She said you were well. Hey, thank you, beloved. Not gonna lie. Thank you. Erica Gaddis, good morning. I'm just saying. Oh, that's ESPN. Let me see. Reginald Davis said, Flint, stop running against each other. I'm blocking your blessings if you want any. Hey, I'm just saying, Candace and this decision making, 7th Ward, put somebody up there that y'all really can count on. Don't come with this people now. I'm just saying. What's up, Alan? Thank you for tapping in. I don't know what else they want me to do.
I want my coffee to stop tasting like tea.
You got it too sweet.
No. So the first time I came in here this morning, when you were still on the phone and muted, I didn't have enough coffee in or water in my coffee maker, so it made a really strong cup that I couldn't drink. So I just used the same cup with more water, and I was like, no, it tastes like tea.
Yeah, that's rough right there.
It tastes like Earl Grey.
Well, what's up, Lawana Terry? Thank you for tapping in, beloved. Thank you. Let me see what Pastor Gaddis said. Mickey, did you see how Candace did the 7th Ward candidate last night? What told him there's no campaigning up there?
I mean, they let LaShawn do it for the longest while until Dennis put a stop to it, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Now they're sitting there like, I'm going to be consistent. Okay, hear me out. I don't like campaigning from the podium, period. I don't care who it is. Okay, that's just me. I think that there's a lot more to do up there, a lot more to talk about. But the fact that Candace, being the hypocrite she is, sat there and told that man, you can't do that, go sit down, while she let LaShawn do it, is pretty disgusting to me.
Well, Candace saw competition. And she like, I'll be damned if you finna get up here and get.
Even though the week prior she spent 10 minutes on herself up there. This is why it is best to reelect me for the 7th Ward. Like, Candace, please. The 7th Ward don't need an airport with your forehead. You need to sit down. You've been spending too much money, especially on that lipstick, that whore red lipstick. You need to just go away.
I'm gonna just say it like this, and I'm gonna say it. Y'all better start looking at these people trying. In fact, B. Marie, Candace did put a little Miss Flint out, and Judy put out the young lady high school private situation too. That's what I'm saying. None of them people, the 4-4, I can't tell you who to vote for, but look what you got. You got what was finance chair tell you to go for you to get the information on the opera money?
Saying
But
that she has to FOIA to go
yeah,
get well, the fuck, you should have your own records.
yeah. Good morning.
How can you be in charge of the money? You are basically a banker, and you're having to go and get all the information on the accounts that you're supposed to be in charge of. Like, you have to go ask for it. You're fucking sideways.
Yeah, good morning, Carol Kincaid and Nikki. So tricky. I call her sexy chocolate. Good morning, beloved. KD has touched down. Right. She let Doug do it, and Doug did it full of shine amazing and didn't say nothing. This is why I have my beef with, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I love everybody that's up there. Far as I respect it. I ain't gonna say love. I respect all 9 people that's up there on council, regardless on how I deal with them. I still give them respect. But when I see you play these type of games with them, because remember, Liddell and First Ward wasn't there yesterday. When I see you letting stuff pass through, did y'all forget how these? I don't care where we at. I just expect more from the ones who ain't running no more for their seats. I do expect more out of them. I don't want to hear about none of this. Y'all been beefing all this and that. You want to break. Well, you should have thought about that last year and the years before that. You down at the crunch time. Yeah, you in the crunch right now. You can't be going soft. And I'm not saying I get it. Everybody don't want to be, but some of the stuff I have seen them done. So you can't do me wrong and then smile in my face and think I might have let it go, but I ain't forgot it.
Oh, that reminds me, I got an apology to make. The gentleman with the tattoos on his face running for mayor. I thought, looking at his picture, he is a complete goofball. But watching him get up there last night and directly ask, "What the hell are you voting on? Where's all the information on this?" Direct and to the point, and he got what he was asking for. So I'm going to retract me making fun of him, because I'm going to actually take a look at him. He doesn't look to be a joke right now. He looks like he's had a interesting life, and it's put all over his face, but his words are hopefully going to make a lot more sense. So,
Eleanor Worker, good morning. Sweet cupcake on break. Good morning. Lanita Murray, good morning. I mean, that's why I still hold on judgment on certain things. I'm just talking about the stuff that I'm seeing. Yeah, what I saw last night was unacceptable to me, because it's like we let so much stuff go. Candace shouldn't be able to and I said this was Wednesday meeting. I don't know why they even gave Candace another 10 minutes. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not into that. All that, no, we're not doing that. The meeting could have been over. That was 20 minutes. That 10 minutes we can't get back in our life.
And don't forget how she gave 20 minutes toward Paul.
Yeah,
Paul and him basically can't. I don't want to call it campaigning, because it's slightly different than the election process, but it was basically whoring himself out to try to get a contract that comes due in December.
But this the thing. They didn't even have, if they ain't got their votes there, some of that stuff we not even finna tolerate, because that didn't need to be put out there. Paul came up there, didn't even break it down to the comment, make it plain. Let's just say that. Did he make it plain where they can understand? He came trying to talk big verbiage where they knew they wouldn't understand some things. Make it plain. And that could have been did in 5 to 6 minutes.
And
you know what I'm saying? That could have been
breakdown of
the
cameras they needed. I'm sorry, for especially sign language. The best camera you can use, and hear me out here, because I hate them, but the best camera you can use is actually an iPhone, right? But he's talking about a $15,000 fucking camera, and he was saying put it in, these people can do it from home, so put a $15,000 camera inside people's homes for them to interpret sign language. Like, no, buddy, no.
And you
give them an iPhone.
They said they didn't separate anything. Everything was passed on through.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
listen,
because that's one of the people's biggest complaints about council meetings, right? They take forever, and they decided, okay, the best way for us not to take forever and we all look good is not to separate nothing. Okay,
yeah, you know.
but the problem it isn't that you guys separate everything; it's that you guys can't even agree on what color the fucking sky is. It's the arguing that takes forever, not your separating resolutions.
I mean, it's just certain things that pass through. What's up, the beautiful Deborah Luna has graced us this lovely cold morning. But we
You're
all up
late.
counts. Not in my book.
No,
I'm just saying, hey, Maze is truly missed. I'm telling you, they know Maze is truly missed. It's just so this thing is so crazy. It's just like even when you're looking at it's so many greats that are truly missed, not just in. I'm talking about on the national level. Just think of all the stuff that could have been done. I'm just saying that could have been done. Hey, shit sandwich. You right on that. You right on some of the stuff I seen. See, I don't think Mays would have went along with that, letting Candace get another 10 minutes to do her propaganda. They forgetting what's going on. Like, I don't care because this is your last roll. No, roll like you've been rolling from the prior roll. Don't let all this stuff. But see me. Good morning, no trouble. I'm not gonna knock nobody for what they do. You know, it is what it is. I'm just looking at as a fan of this stuff. Like, and some people I do like. You shouldn't have made me believe that you a fighter. That's what I'm gonna say. Don't make me believe that you a fighter and then you stop fighting. Regardless if people you agree with Mays or not, Mays was gonna go ahead and take the charge if it was a win or lose battle. That's all I'm saying. If you didn't come have me believing, I wouldn't even be tripping. I wouldn't even be tripping. I'm dead serious, family.
you
And
know
I'm
what
not knocking
sort of
nobody.
shit
I'm just
reminds me of? This kind of reminds me of when people get old and they may have been ruffians, hellraisers their entire life, but suddenly they
yeah,
find Jesus or they find the church. That's kind of what this reminds me of. Their entire terms have been fighting, arguing, bitching, moaning, complaining, and then it's
yeah.
getting close to the end of the term, and they all suddenly found Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Good morning, lovely Sherry Allen. No, I'm just being honest, man. It messes me up like certain stuff that got passed through. Like we said they put, let me see what Merckx said. They put some of those rules in play to get at Mr. Mays. Now the people suffering because everything is being pushed through. This is crazy how they doing it. I'm just like, I'm just shook. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Jill, it said, what was in that consent? Allen said, what was in that consent agenda that passed without discussion? Months later, what they passed bite them in the rear end. It always go down like that, though. So let me see. But I do think the four are just tired you fighting the five council members, the mayor, city clerk, attorney, judges, county, state. I agree with you. First Lady Ashley Gaddis in the building. Thank you for tapping in. Yeah, I get it, but in situations like this, though, you don't still have to go with it. Candace wouldn't have got that 10 minutes to talk. I'm telling you, that would have been nipped. Look, even what went on about. I'm just saying so many things that's been going on, but I get it. I'm reading stuff. I'm seeing stuff that's going on. Don't get it twisted, but it's so many things going on. Like I just gotta I'm gonna just show you how rough this is. I just got a text, right? Woodster in the building, Stanley Wood, what it do? I just got a text, right? Guess what these people on their way going to? Minnesota.
Have fun.
They going out to Minnesota. The first thing I put back in the text was like, be safe. That's all I can do is tell them be safe.
Have fun.
I'm talking about people from here that's going down there to try to go in there and want to stop. Listen,
Look, the first thing that comes to my mind is Flint's got enough problems.
I said be safe.
If you're so concentrated on somewhere else, have fun.
Yeah, I just said be safe. That's a fight that I wouldn't want to go. And I'm not saying good or bad, because you know what I'm saying. It's just that like how volatile that situation is out there. And I get it. I'm just saying that's somebody I know here. You can go on the news. You can go on Twitter. With X. You can go on Instagram. You can go where you see people leaving their communities to go. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they're going there to create a problem. I just think the problem was already created, and that even though you might be going for the good, it's going to turn the bad situation even worse. At the end of the day, in my humble opinion. Hey, Deborah, I agree with you. I wholeheartedly agree with you. Just what Trevor said, Flint got enough stuff where you think the fight can be here. But I don't think they will probably get, and it's just in my humble opinion.
The Flint fight isn't popular enough for some folks.
Yeah. Let me see.
That's all it is. Oh, I got to go get in on the popular fight, whether they're for or against X, Y, or Z. They have to go to the one that's popular. If they have an issue with ICE, give me a second. Let me pull up Reddit, because someone put into the Flint subreddit, ICE is in Flint.
Yeah. Did you see I'm looking at this with Yogi G, making a lot of sense. Civil rights freedom riders made the same choices. They knew what they were committing to. And Mark Hutchinson said, the people going to Minnesota, Flint activists. Allegedly. Let's go with that, Mark. Allegedly.
This comes from user P Winkle.
Says some people get in fight for popularity. Go ahead.
It's Reddit, so their names are fucking weird. Earlier reports of ICE assembling downtown this morning. Beware. That's it. They have things like ICE Tracker, X, Y, and Z. But hey, they want to go to Minnesota so they can go be with the popular kids, have fun. Just if you happen to be running for office or trying to do anything political in Flint, I'll remember this. Flint's water's still fucked up. Flint's entire budget's still fucked up. If it wasn't for the ARPA funds and the 50+ million that had been put into revenue replacement in Flint, it would be upside down right now. You'd be looking at a new emergency manager being that far upside down. You have so many nonprofits in Flint, nonprofits that have taken so much money, but everyone wants to concentrate on, okay, ICE in Minnesota or the fraud in Minnesota. Look in your backyard. As the school board told Flint City Council, sweep around your own porch. Have fun.
Let me see. When to say judge order ICE director to appear in federal court in Minnesota. Let's see if he's going to go. Let's see if he's going to break the law. Let me see this. Shocker. Outdoors. ICE is everywhere, all over the country. Minnesota's ground zero for color revolution. I'm gonna say this. You heard what Dennis Pfeiffer said. What can they do? This just showed me where the mind of council people at. How are y'all gonna put up, like, you can't do nothing? What can they do to stop ICE? But do you see where these people minds at? I'm not saying ain't nothing wrong. Let me make this clear again, family. I don't support what the stuff ICE doing. I don't agree with them. I'm just being honest. Only thing I'm saying, even when Dennis Pfeiffer said last night, they said they ruled the killing of that guy, that homicide. Do you agree? What guy? Who did
I think she's talking about the RN. Nice.
The RN. Hey, and a shout out to Miss Big. She had 84 signatures that were legit. So she's on the ballot for the 3rd ward. Let ICE do their job. You know what? I didn't really get all of it. I looked at it. So what did the RN do? Now let's get to that. What did the RN do?
I didn't see any of the video beforehand, but I saw ICE put him on the ground. Then I saw ICE agent disarm him, but I also saw that he didn't tell his friends that. And there is a problem with the firearm that the RN was carrying, the 6-hour P320, which is notorious for going off by itself. You know, people say, hell, I'm one of them, say guns don't just shoot by themselves. The SIG P320 makes me a fucking liar. It has a problem with its mechanism and its slide, where if it goes back just, I want to say 1/16 of an inch, just a little bump, the trigger can go ahead and release the firing pin. So I don't know if the ICE agent was being a dumbass and playing with the trigger, or if he slipped and it caused that slide to happen. Either way, the gun discharged. He didn't tell his compatriots that he had secured the firearm, so they heard a shot and they reacted. I put it all on the man who disarmed him and didn't tell anyone.
Good, loving me. Good morning. Thank you for tapping in. And I'm looking at Alice. ICE is mostly in Democratic states. Wow.
Isn't that where they were dumping most of the illegals?
I'm just going. I believe some. Not the Viagra ad. Deborah Luna. We moving on up. Hot damn it. We moving up.
Viagra actually pays pretty fucking well for the ads. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you.
We moving up. We move. That's all I can tell you.
That's a 15-cent ad right there.
If any of you older fellas, gentlemen, need to know what to do, tap in to 810 where you can get yourself together, make life happy again, and she ain't got to be stepping out on you. Let's get back to it. Excuse me. It said the nurse didn't have his hands on the gun at all. No, I mean, yeah. But see, that's why I'll say it again. That ICE agent, what they doing or how they doing it, I don't know how you can do it better. I'm just going to say, I don't know how they can do it better, but this goes back. So he had his hands up and had a phone in the other hand and was protecting the lady from pepper spray. ICE took the gun and still, hey, listen.
Look, I'll point it out here. If ICE was as bloodthirsty as everyone wants to make them seem, wouldn't they be shooting at the crowd and the people filming them? This is a case of poor training from the entire group, but especially poor training from the man who disarmed it. When in the Army, we detain someone. The first thing you say is, I have secured the gun, or he's disarmed, whatever. You make sure everyone knows, because the last thing you want is to be on the fucking headlines. These guys didn't know.
Yeah, well, it's too many of them popping up though. We keep seeing too many of them situations. Let me see. The Lasan says, where was the wrong? Where was the outcry? Hey, listen, hey, Deborah. Now I'm glad you're bringing it back here. The Lawson situation, where was they wrong and where was the outcry? I don't ever see no outcry when this. What about when the police, how they did the people down at city council? Where's the outcry on that? Where was the outcry? Yeah, I agree with you. They are misleading people by misreporting facts. These new I only have 47 days of training. That's crazy if they're only working on 47 days of training and you putting them out in the streets. I think that's the lack of leadership there. But that's why I go back to this. And that's why, like when I read that text that got to me, is because it's like, damn, y'all finna go to Minnesota and we looking at Flint. Yeah, I mean, like I said, y'all want to go to Flint, y'all want to go there and all the stuff going on here. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying.
They want to go and talk about all that going on in Minnesota. Where was the outcry when Art was getting his face pummeled and 5 or 6 officers holding him?
I ain't gonna say pummel. See, now you throwing
the guy took fucking 4 hits and he couldn't throw one back.
He took a swing, Trevor. Now I ain't gonna let you put a 2 in the chin. I was there. He took a swing, and that's why
let me go to our channel content. Let me go to the Super Brawl.
Well, you said he pummeled,
but I can't unfortunately show it because that's one of our few videos that's limited.
Yeah, there wasn't no pummel. You can look at the video. I was there in the mix of it. Saw the whole thing from start to finish.
There's the swing on Chester.
Yeah, I want to see this pummel shit because I was right there.
There's Art taking 1, 2. Okay, I'll say 2. That's still getting pummeled. And then having 4 officers pull him back.
Yeah, because that one officer probably was going to get his ass towed up. So he needed reinforcement. That's why the police Why they
That's
put
the
them a
same
gun?
officer. He threw 3 or 4 because he also hit Chester.
What?
He,
Yeah,
he was he was throwing
but
those around like Oprah with cars.
let me see what Shock Outdoors. Shock Outdoors say. I think with local law enforcement putting forth a better effort, hopefully we will see less encounters like we did with Pretty. No, I'm gonna say this. I listen, look how the police do people here, like Deborah Luna just said. Did you see how they sprayed the Lawson's food? Them were the
Mhm.
same ones that was cutting up at city council though. That they forget. Them same ones
We
that
also
did that.
have that tubby ass cop that can't even wear fucking body armor right. It looks like it's falling off of him in that mix. He's also the same one that pulled Mr. Levy from the car with his partner, the short chick. Yeah.
Look, you see, look, Mark Hutchinson, right? These Flint activists are a curious bunch. It's all a show. Bev husband got abused and nothing, but now we going to Minnesota. First law of nature, self-preservation. Why are they in Minnesota?
That's
You
what
know
I'm
what?
saying, Mark. But they're just trying, to me, they're just trying to jump on something that's more popular than the problems in Flint. So they can say, I was there, I did this, I did that, and try to pick up more money from national sponsors.
But that's the game though. They to me it's just like they fall in the footsteps of predecessors they seen who do stuff like this. And I'm not gonna say all activists are wrong. Let me get that right.
You
Deborah Luna. Let me tell you who was outside when the police rolled on the grass and I thought they was coming to get me. When the stuff had popped off at city council, this one I would go out. You know, I don't like to eat up in there. I'm outside eating my tacos, sitting in the truck because I was parked on the side. This when everything popped off. When them jokers came up, I thought they was coming to get me. Y'all should have saw me in the car. I was like this.
I'm
Threw my
good.
hands up
I'm good.
and stopped and looked and just shook his head. Like, you guilty or something? I'm eating in the car, did this. I thought they had me. I was like, they got me. What I done. And they was rolling across the grass at city council when they was coming up there. I was like, and that's what I'm saying when you see them coming. I also remember, now I'm gonna give y'all a little, I guess I can't say because it's already been passed. I remember Tay Tay came, do remember when Jed the protest?
Mm-hmm.
She said, hey, Mickey, I remember she pulled me to the side. She said, you're not finna go to that, is you? She said, they got the paddy wagons and the police all around the corner on the other side. They huddled up. And I was like, what? She said, they huddled up. And that's when I made my mind up and said, you know what? I'm finna beeline right to Maurice Davis to his spot. I'm not even finna go down there. I bull jive you not. I gotta steal that from Uncle Shannon Sharp. Shay. I bull jive you not. I went around the other way. You know how you just wanna you wanna go down and see if you see the police? I'll be damned when you leaving, I was like, okay. That's when I beeline. If y'all was on the camera, I didn't point my stuff over there, but I had to ride by, and I knew then. Let me go on beeline right, and I be damned. By the time I got to my recent spot, it was already
That
action
already
going
jumped
on.
off. They would have pulled you out of the car.
You know, I ain't that silly though, man. I ain't gonna go with the crowd. I always, but that's what I'm saying. They didn't do it. Said, let me see. Why didn't they protect behind the team that got shot in the back on Pasadena? It was swept up under the rug.
Wasn't that a state police?
It was that? I'm not for sure.
I believe it was. I remember Rich going up there talking about state police, and first thing I thought was, "Damn, dude, you really don't know what city council is in charge of. How are you going to run?" And of course, he ran. So,
Well, you might be on to something right there. But I'm just saying this is the stuff, and that's what kind of throw me. I ain't gonna say it throw me off. It just be making me look. That's why I'm coming on telling the residents, y'all see election 2026 is here. Y'all better start taking these things serious. And there's still enough time for people who ain't ran to get in some of these races that y'all know is foolish. Now, the ones that's oversaturated, I'm not mad at you. Go ahead with it, do. The first ward, let it play out. Second ward is a whole bunch. Third ward, y'all know who we feel should be. And I'm saying the people should want in there. Fourth ward, you got to pick. Fifth Ward, you know what you got to do.
I'm actually pretty happy with not knowing some of these names on the ballot.
Hey, Mark, and that's a major fact, beloved. Said that's why old Otis is Otis. Old Otis. You can't run a show from jail. Facts. Got to be responsible. Yeah, what I'm gonna be doing in there. What's up, Derek Williams? Thank you for tapping in. What you think I'm gonna do? I can't listen. Spending all that time behind. I'm gonna tell you like I wouldn't give a damn if they told me what up, cuzzo. If they told me they'd give me $2 billion, I gotta go lay down for 10 years. No, I'm straight. I don't want it. Not finna give you some free time. I might get that out here. Who knows what might happen? Who knows? It's like hitting the lottery. You don't know unless you play.
Look. Swanson's got a recording studio.
I'm straight on it. I don't want to be an artist in jail. You just think about this. Just let this sit down for y'all. When they really saying how the record industry is, can you imagine you being a jail person and your ass get a hit? Say you got to do 2 years. Say you got a hit. Who was your manager? You don't think the people in there that's running the studio don't want to cut? You already get played when you get out here anyway. So can you imagine having to pay Flint? Then they might get you one of their people who, gonna say, I'm gonna be your manager. Just think about it, family. All we talk about these agents and everything, they just like everybody else. They just as crooked and wicked as they is. I was just watching some. Let's talk about how these NBA players or NFL players, how they get did. You know who robbed them? They financial advisors. Man, my cousin, he on here. Like he said, why I gotta go to somebody? Let me just use Trevor as an example. Say I want to go out here and go get me a car. Trevor, my financial advisor. Do you know I have to go to Trevor? Go back and watch these shows when you see when Ja Rule wanted to go buy him a Bentley. When you wanted to go see Rick Ross wanted to go. I'm gonna call what they is. They had handlers. When you hear about all these agents, you don't hear about the agents going broke, but you hear about the players going broke. Oh, you hear they financial advisor got away, stole $5 or $6 million. Look how they did Scottie Pippen. Look how they did him. But you gonna tell me, and it's no different with here. You got people telling you which way you gonna vote. It's bad enough you got the little Tiny Tim and Leroy dictating what you're doing. Then you got to go deal with these corporations, these businesses telling you which way you got to go. This how you gonna go do, Wow, Derek, that's what's up. I'm just saying, it's just some of the stuff that you see is like it's terrible out here, and we wondering why, and we wondering how we get the system is set up for crooks. So until we find out if you got a system that wasn't built off on righteousness, what you think you're gonna get? This political system, like I say, you get a Democrat in, he vote one way, he do it this way. You get a Republican in, he gonna try to tear everything the Democrat did and put this in. You got both sides want to put this in, one give and one take. The shit that they like for the rich at the top, they'll leave in like your tax cuts. They'll leave them in. All this different stuff that's going on. Okay, we want to put this through. We'll put this through. We put this through, come back in. Come on now. What type of living is that? Chris, good morning. Thank you for tapping in, good brother. I'm just saying, like, do people ever think about any of that stuff? I'm just saying, like right now, we like I told you, and I put her back up again. I hate to do this, but I got to put her back up. This your vice president that sit up here got with the city clerk who office supposed to be independent. This the vice president, and she got the nerves to want to be the president of city council. Now, like, call me whatever you want to call me, but just don't call me crazy. We would elect her. I want to know the courageous 5 that will get up there, that will vote for her. I would love to know what folk from the other side will vote for her to be president. Right now, Liddell, much as we can't stand each other, and I don't even need the opera money, stay the president until you get voted out. That's how I feel. Ain't nothing gonna be done anyway. Stay the president until they vote you out. Because the way they playing, and let's just say, Candace, do hook up. Just let's just say Candace, because the other three ain't gonna vote without the mayor telling them, get Candace that, that. Now I just want to know which one of the four from JWC, from Tanya Burnt, let me respect on the name, Councilwoman Jerry Winfrey Carter from the 5th Ward, Councilwoman Tanya Burns from the 6th Ward, Councilman Dennis Fiber from the 8th Ward, and Councilman Jonathan Jarrett from the 9th Ward. I know Dennis ain't finna play. You put her in the seat. I know you ain't gonna double back the way she went at you. I know I couldn't expect you to even give her a vote. And you already, you not running back again. It makes no sense for you even to vote for her to be president. Fuck it. We've been riding it out like this. We ain't had a president in all this time. Y'all been letting it roll like this. Let them five figure it out. I will make them have to pick on who they want. Y'all put her in vice president. Y'all put Liddell in the president. Keep it that way. Make it work that way. I'm just saying. I will, and I know the way they rolled and did Tanya and some of the stuff Candace did spit. I know Tanya wouldn't sit up there. Listen, now, Tanya, if it's like they're going to shoot you $5 or $6 million or something, they call me Slick Mick too. That's what my old man called me when I was a kid, Slick Mick. Hey, slide Slick Mick. Put mine in the brown paper bag. You ain't even got a call. Send a text. Meet me here, and I'll be there to pick it up. Other than that, I wouldn't do nothing. Now, if it's some money on the floor, I'm talking about cash, cold, hard cash, something I can feel. Then we might can cut a deal. I'm saying this to Miss Beverly B. Let me say this to you, beloved, with the Timu Boulay. They need you. If they ain't talking money, ain't no way in the world that we would be you can even come on my porch. I'm just telling you, if y'all need me, it got to be, but I'm saying get it before you get in the seat. Get it before you get in the seat, because people.
And gotta be trust. Everyone else bring cash.
Facts. And we only dealing with COD, cold, hard cash, because they caused this problem. If they would have been playing fair from Jump Street, and like I say, family, whoever the new people come in, get rid of Davina. Ship out that whole clerk office. I'm just being honest. Salt and pepper, I'm cool with y'all, but and they say one bad apple don't spoil a bunch. That's a lie. That's a lie. Because
if you go to the store and you buy a bag of apples and you see one of them's rotting, you're going to buy that bag of apples? Nah. No, you're going to go get a fresh bag.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. Hey, Georgia boy, you hitting on the nerves. You said that's why I don't understand how they can treat you like blank and turn around and want some. Facts.
Man, you're making
the way she talks to JWC, we know she will not vote. Facts. Hey, Lena, 501 said, Lena L said that apple would mess up the whole bag.
You guys are talking too much sense. We must not be talking about Flint if we're all making sense here. One rotten apple spoils the bag, right? Period. End of story.
Stanley Wood's asshole this morning.
Man. Oh, by the way, we have to do shout out Stanley. The man was wearing our apparel up there yesterday.
Well, shout out Stanley Wood. I'm with you. That's why Candace would be looking up there. She'd cry if it was up to me.
No.
I'm talking about she'd be looking at me like she gonna get that 5th vote to say she can become vice president for what they need. I'll be looking at her.
Oh, I'd give her a wink and a thumbs up, and then I'd say someone else's name.
When it comes to this, I'll be doing this every time. What does that mean?
Oh, that means no, but I'd be looking at her going, yeah, don't worry. Yeah. Don't worry. And then I'd say Jerry Winfrey Carter. Just to toy with her emotions.
No, I will. You know what? I'll do it better when, like you just said, and I'll be like, I'll stain my vote. And they say, why? Ain't no way in hell is she even fit to be vice president. I don't even know how she on council. Then I'll go back when it come back around again, JWC, and I might look at her after I say what I say about her. How you like that? And smile. You ain't getting up on there. We not finna play this game. We not because it's listen. I know I'm not coming back. Oh, Dennis, when she said your little snake, your little slithering self, like you don't forget when people see they did this stuff for the world can see. This ain't no behind the scenes. We on the phone. We might have a disagreement. This some shit that y'all let go out on YouTube and it went out there. People have made videos off the silliness of council people. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm no way on how people be dogging people BS. I'm trying to tell you, I'll be playing it back. You're not gonna do that to me. I wouldn't give a damn. No. What I'm saying, no. When Dennis voted for Candace to be on there, to get on council.
When she was appointed.
When she was appointed. Remember, he was the vote to put it. And that's what I'm saying. I can't see Dennis like that a vote coming from Dennis. Yeah, no. I was just talking about when Candace got on the seat, when she got on there.
Appointment.
Yeah, the appointment. That's when Dennis been regretting that appointment ever since he gave that up to her. No, I'm not saying he voted. I'm talking about when she got appointed to the seat.
And yeah, I know why Dennis voted for himself on the last round. He is seeing if any of the others would swing around, say Judy or LaShawn would swing around, see if he can't lead it. Like, okay, we'll see if one of them will flip for me to get it, and then we'll go from there, because Dennis is a far sight better than Candace, right? If it ain't going to go to Jerry, and that's just going to be a deadlock, might as well try another person, try another name. We all know they'll never vote for Tanya, ever.
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't play the game. Look, Angela Lynette, that shows Candace was a real snake. He voted for her on the council, and she immediately turned on him. Facts. And look, Denise Cousins said, felon. Is still working on belief he isn't going nowhere. Facts. I don't want to believe that Flint has gone that crazy, but look what it took to put John Cole back away. Everything, every fucking thing, everything. And y'all think, look, let me tell you something, family. You think, now I'm saying 810 open if they want to do advertising, but do you think 1 minute me and Liddell, or me, Candace, Judy, Leon, LaShawn, you know, I still ain't, you know, me and LaShawn. I'm not saying telling everybody y'all supposed to be mad at LaShawn because I don't like some of the stuff she did. I'm still not letting her slide with that when she tried to get me and Jed jumped up at the, what's her name? I'm not letting that slide. I'm not letting that slide, but I'm not a fake person where I would tell on her. But I'm just saying, when she tried to do that little setup, I ain't forgave that, LaShawn. I ain't forgave you for doing that. I'm not going to lie to you. Everybody, they can go ahead and let it slide. I wasn't. You know, I didn't go to the police or nothing with you about that, and you on council. So I couldn't go to the police, but I wouldn't go to them anyway. But I'm letting the world know you tried to get me and Jedediah Brown jump. I'm putting that out there. Is that like telling? Because I ain't doing nothing, so I don't care what they say. So you can call me what you want. I'm just putting it out there. Yeah, Georgia boy, you remember that? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I can't forgive that because y'all letting people get in here that's doing anything they want to do. That y'all forget the problem was Liddell caused about that bridge card. That's what I'm saying. Let me see. Judy and Candace do not want to risk they will lose leadership, so they are going to let Liddell ride this out. Facts. Did you just say when Judy tried to get a separate pay for being the finance chair, she wanted more pay? So you got to understand, like, that's what I'm saying. Judy thinks she's gonna win that seat again. That's what I'm saying. You think she's gonna put for the finance chair to make some more money, and then she ain't the finance chair no more?
There's two people right now that I can. There are 2 or 3 running against her right now.
But is that you know what? Oh, we got DoorDash commercials too. We're moving on up. And I don't know what Blue Chew is.
Blue Chew is a alternative to Viagra.
Hot damn, we got the alternatives tapping into it. Shout out to our commercial people. And if you really want to do straight up, get at 810, hit that email, 810newsmediagroup@gmail.com. I'm saying, YouTube, we like you, but I'm just saying if they want to deal with us, no problem.
If you want a more direct advertisement, obviously we want more than 20 cents per person. Actually, I think Blue Chew is paying pretty big right now. That might be a 30-cent ad.
Let me see. Good morning, Mickey. And how many warnings have gone out in 2026? The average down compared to 2025. I have no warnings when it really went out this time.
Yeah, since 2026. Since it crossed into election season, none.
Ain't none went out. If you want to keep it real, Michelle, ain't nobody got a warning. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on
I guess she's right, though. The average is down. The average right now is 0. Whereas last year, I think the average was 5 or 6.
You see this right here? Don't the League of Women do meet the candidate?
League of Women voters. Yes. I've been on one of their forums before.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
I wonder if
they're really nice.
I wonder if they're going to have a councilman on there. Is he going to be on one of their forums?
Oh, I would love that.
Wait, what KDC, y'all play dirty games? That's dangerous.
I would love to see them grill him on that.
Judy asked for more money after she said she wasn't doing the job. Fact, let me see. Let us not forget that Liddell Lewis walked out on the vote to investigate the Mitchell brothers case, and sure did.
I will contest that. She didn't walk, she ran. All anyone saw were those New Balances.
Okay, they said RL did get a little talking to, though. He dropped.
But not an official warning. It was an RL.
Got you. You're right.
Not that's your first warning, and you're gone. Like,
yeah.
Go ahead and
did
try
you
that.
See when he was listening and he did it with calculations? Let me tell y'all, I'm laughing how everybody cool with everybody right now. But it was just not even 4 months ago. They was at each other's throats, man. I'm just saying, elections, like what they say, politics make strange bedfellows.
I read a quote recently, and they said, politics is the second oldest profession, and the more I study it, the more I realize it resembles the first profession. In other words, they're all just a bunch of political whores.
No, I knew what you said. I just wasn't going to come out and say it like that.
I'll say it. I'll straight up say it.
I see. I'm just saying, but
you're too nice of a guy. You really are a lot of time.
It is what it is.
You're professional. We'll put it like that.
No, you can't really break your cool, though. See, that's the thing. I think RL and Candace worried last night. Let me see. Said, I think RL had Candace worried last night. The things he was saying when she said he was getting off subject, though.
I couldn't understand him. I had both my headphones on. I wasn't playing no games. I'm like, what's he saying? Because he was getting himself worked up.
No, because you know what? When you see the BS that's going on down there, let's be honest. When
We've been there, you know.
Georgia boy, top of the morning.
Hey, boo boo.
I said, no, Trevor. Prostitutes, there's the difference, right? I remember when Jamal Bryan said he wasn't going to insult prostitutes because they get something.
Yeah.
They get something. You know what I'm saying? They get something. What this is, what they doing.
Some of them are rolling over and not getting a thing for it. Facts. I don't understand.
Facts. Family, just look at it. Look at everything that you know what? Yeah, they are they one night stands, I'm gonna call them. What's up, Felicia Martinez in the building? Good morning, beloved.
Yeah, they're political sluts.
Yeah.
Look, as the gentleman, as you just said, a prostitute gets paid.
Yeah.
The others do not.
Yeah, they get. I got called to the mayor's office because everybody go down to the mayor's office ain't getting paid, but enough is.
I mean, if you think that $27,000 a year is worth your soul, have fun.
Yeah,
that ain't for me.
Lolene Kim is in the building. Thank you for tapping in, beloved. I'm just saying things, and you know what? And I'm not gonna say in this. And Destiny Williams. this what I'm gonna say last night, because y'all know I watched the Brother Art show last night. I ain't gonna lie, I watched it. And what I was saying, because I know I was trying to type in, and what I was saying, I was agreeing what he was saying in case if he is watching this. No, I was agreeing, but then you stop your show. The point that I was trying to make is you can't, and I'm not telling you how to run or do what you're doing, but to me, you can't let them pull you off your square. And that's what I was telling you. I'm like, I don't want to see him jump in there. What would it do? Be Riri in the building. Where's Leon Liddell on a winter moon? They didn't show up. Both of them didn't show up last night. They probably out collecting signatures.
I'll be 100%. I think Liddell is doing the smartest thing she can for a campaign right now, which is not showing her face. Because she knows she's going to act out at council. The best way to not be caught on camera acting out is just not be there.
Yeah, because
smartest thing she could do.
Because she probably didn't figure out, look, stuff gonna pass without me being there. Liddell ain't dumb. Listen, man, we talk all that BS. We talk like this girl don't know what she doing. Liddell know what she doing. She didn't and entrenched herself in Flint.
She's taking that Biden strategy, hiding in the basement.
No, because you said, like I said, she did. She just did a thing at Suzy Tunes where she did that. She in with certain people. Don't get it twisted. Regardless if we like Liddell or not, even though we might think some of these people might be Neely supporters or they might be supporters over over here, but she's still putting herself in with the people because that's what you're gonna win at is with the people. Let's see, Liddell probably seeing they ain't got the votes.
They tried yesterday and it went into gridlock. Why waste more of our time as the audience? But because they're not going to agree on anyone. So why keep voting? Why? It's just a waste of time. It's still going to be the same deadlock.
But this the thing. It's not on. But see now this is where you see the first crack. Let me get my roll call in coming from Felicia Martinez from New Jersey. You heard, beloved, that East Coast love. Mickey's roll call is sponsored by the snowplow driver who thought it was a good idea to block everyone's driveway in after we dug out. Good job, sir. That's what they do when they push the stuff back up in front of your driveway coming up the street. Hey, let me see this right here. She said, Mickey, that's the plan. People use Art as a pit bull using his information. Now they want to trigger him out of the race. Hey, he got a KD, Christy Coleman. Good morning. Thank you for tapping in from DWF, Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas in the building. Hey, I'm going to say this. You got to, let me see what Georgia Board said. Leon and Liddell was towing for janky towing last night. them nonprofits let you know they're getting paper. But let me get back to what KD was saying. KD, and that was my thing with it. Like a lot of people might have looked at it when 21 was coming out, 810 hoes, this and that. It's easy to go get off into some dumb stuff, but you can't let a person trigger you. You know why I didn't let it bother me? Because plenty of times me and that brother seen each other, and if you got action, he seen me plenty of times. We was down at the ENA board. A lot of times Winters wouldn't be, well, I wasn't expecting her to help, but I would be down there by myself. And you know what I'm saying? He didn't do all that. Now, if he had other people, he would try to say something like he did stuff for attention. I didn't pay it no mind. We seen each other too many times out there. If you feeling like that, that's why you can't let certain people pull you off your square. And that's my thing. True enough, okay, it was a shot that was called. You know what I'm saying? It was a shot that was slung. You have to look at it from why wasn't it said until you made an announcement that you was running. See, that's the things you got to look at. Like, even though when you like when you seen how they was doing other people and all this, as y'all heard Winters was saying last night, and you heard me how I was defending, and I said, well, people might have learned from their mistake. You know what I'm saying? And seeing how we messed it up last time, we're not gonna do it this way this time. You know what I'm saying? You learn stuff through trial and error. And see, our problem is that it's so easy to trigger him. He gets triggered for any reason or no reason. Neely would have it field day where Art Neely would have him chasing ghosts every day. And that's why I'm like, my thing with him, like, let a person go ahead. I mean, everybody can't do it. Let me be honest. It take it because I know the people would have been like some of the but you got to look at it when you in the public's eye now. It's easy, like a lot of stuff. Listen, family, they was not happy with the way Mays did stuff, putting stuff out there on the floor, calling this person out. Just think about it. Do you think the Weaver administration was happy when they brought Gil down there, when Eric brought him down there and had him down there? See, that's what Eric thought he was going to be able to bring the mayor down there. But see, the mayor I'm talking about Neely now, had people that was blocking for him up there. At the time, Judy wasn't going for it. Dennis wasn't going for it. Remember, they switched over on Mays. Let's be honest. So the mayor knew. They seen that. And if you don't think this current mayor seen the way stuff went down, that's why he made sure he kept his voting block where he was not going to have, he like Weaver had when people would, and plus he wasn't getting challenged from the state. But you know what I'm saying? So you got to be, he more nervous if Art to get up. And don't get me wrong. If Art or Carol will get on that in that first ward seat, the mayor do look at that, it'll probably be a thorn in his side. I'm just gonna say that, but you have to be careful and don't let a person.
I don't know.
So the leadership was part of the consent agenda last night. I don't know, new one. Don't let me lie to you.
I mean, isn't it supposed to be every meeting,
Morning.
Official council meeting that they vote on leadership until either someone's elected or they say screw it and table it for the next time?
Right. Hey, you right on that, Christy. You right on that. You just gotta watch. I get it. You be no, beloved. You ain't never late when you always on time.
My thing with Art, right, is
get them likes up though, family. Only 56 likes and 130 watching.
I don't think the Weaver group is going to forget Art in 2019. They may have worked together in 22. I don't mean that they forgot. And Neely obviously doesn't like Art. I honestly feel that they will work together to make sure he doesn't get that seat and let Freeman get in. They will let Art and another person rip each other down, tear each other apart, so a third can get in, no problem.
Yeah, no, and that was my only thing, man. Like, you got to be careful on how you do it, because you know they're going to put anything he do on a microscope.
Mm-hmm.
You know they're going to do anything
that he's done before is on a microscope. That's just the nature of politics. How often do we see someone get something pulled up from when they were 14, 15 years ago on Twitter, when it was actually Twitter?
Hey, but Denise, you didn't think that was going to be stopped anyway? Let's be honest. Like, we be sitting up here acting like that wouldn't. Much as y'all said it, do you understand? It got took to the right people, and it got took to the right people. I don't know how much all the stuff that got put out. I don't know what else. Like it ain't in the people's hands no more. Only thing that's in the people's hands is some of them people gonna be outvoted. And let's be honest, you think them judges gonna get outvoted? Do you know how many blacks are in? See, we looking at Flint. You're not looking at Genesee County. You're just looking at Flint. And you think because you know what I'm saying? No. What about, matter of fact, let me go with this. What about the people that love Neely here that feel he's doing the job?
The ones that walk up to him in the grocery store while carrying water and, it's the mayor.
No, but I'm saying we keep forgetting about his voting base. Like, we keep forgetting about that. Like, we keep forgetting. We act like we don't see his voting base. Then allegedly the man went down to Detroit and raised $500,000, allegedly. So he got people with money who want to back him. See, it's like we keep forgetting. What about his voting base? This man, listen, you want let's throw this out here, Denise, because I'm just saying, let's go ahead and let's play this game. Look at the clerk office. Look at LaShawn with the write-ins when it was a person who came and said she filled out his absentee, allegedly. Allegedly. Filled out his absentee ballot. Turned the joker in.
Right here, 2022, Neely outspent Weaver nearly 3-1. That's an insane amount. Let me see if I can find his campaign finance statement from the state of Michigan. because state of Michigan is saying that he was late or failed to respond to a notice to file, but that was 23.
So much stuff been put out on the mayor, but guess what his voting base do? I'm telling you right now, and I hate to bring it up, but it's the fact. When you go talk to and I'm not saying all, but the majority, if you go talk between the blacks and the whites, you will see majority of the blacks gonna say Neely full of shit. He ain't doing this, and that. You go talk to majority of the whites, they're gonna tell you Neely doing a great job. Let's cut the crap. Let's cut the crap and quit acting like we got to keep going back and forth through this whole madness again. Cut the crap. I'm sick of this shit coming up on here. We acting like we don't know who his voting base is. Y'all act like y'all didn't hear about when he said about the Mitchell boys. Do we got to bring that back in? Was that racial motivated when he said he didn't want to lose his voting base? People keep telling y'all, showing you who they is, but you know what? I'm just saying, I don't know how many more times people got to tell y'all. Winterson came on here, told you the man damn playbook. This man, she gave you the damn playbook. He goes up to her job smiling. So what? Nah. Keep telling them. Come out here, say all type of weird shit. Oh, they only got you know what I'm saying? But you got to look at his voting base. He don't even need the majority of the black. Then you hear he only need is 10, 15 to 20% of the black vote. And then he gonna walk into that damn to that mayor seat. His wife ain't done shit. Let's just be honest. They got it so good, they don't even have to sit down and have meetings. Have debates. And y'all ain't look the league, the women league of me. Let's be honest now. Let's be honest. Let's be honest right now. Fuck it. All these different organizations like the League of Women Voters, ain't that what it is that you had to do an interview with?
Mm-hmm.
Where was they at when? What was they at? What was the women at that? You supposed to jump up when you had these allegations. What was they at? Besides, you saw the color of coalition of Stanley Wood. Where was them people at? Where was them people at? Where's that support system at? But y'all want me to believe that all these people are getting these non-profits, that they doing the righteous thing. We done seen so many people. They do selective politicking too on if this person, if this was real, what happened to Kiki. Now, like I said, I don't want to get in that, but when I tell y'all, when it happened to blacks, once again, you had regular folks trying to get PPOs and couldn't get them passed through. But this yet, he got them passed through like it was hot water. And even the people down, we tired of writing them, but you should putting them motherfuckers through though. You putting them through. You got how many women on city council? But yet alone, we know the two that was calling them out.
Mm.
We know the two that was calling them out. Yet you seen when he was with, what was the other, John Cole, when people was calling him out on that. You know what happened? Nothing. People was like, leave that alone. Leave that alone. John Cole, when it came out.
Leave the kitty toucher alone. Good job.
Yeah. When it came out, people was like, well, they didn't know. Yeah, it was. People was telling you, but see what the problem is, you can tell on a person, people ain't gonna do their due diligence to find out if it's true or not. If I'm saying you study hanging with young kids, you don't see that strange. Like none of the stuff they see strange. It's just like because what we living in, that it's all right to see a 50-year-old, 60-year-old man running with kids running with him. They don't see nothing like strange. That's not his cousins. That's not his you know what I'm saying? He's not a coach. You know what I'm saying? But this is the type of stuff that was going on. No problem. When he had the podcast, remember that? He had the podcast. Them people, they took him off scrape. Erased all this wussy names. Really?
So, coming back to Neely for a minute. Joshua Freeman being his treasurer, who happened to serve in the 4th Ward as council president at one point, is the treasurer. But taking a look, in 2024, the last quarterly statement, Neely only had 50K. We get to his most recent quarterly statement, he has got 105,000. 105,000. A lot of these are from individuals. We've got several people giving 1,000, 350, 1,000, 1,225. from Rochester, Detroit, Lansing, Champaign, Illinois, Township, Birmingham, Champaign, Illinois, Lansing. None of these folks are from Flint yet. He's got a war chest of 100K that we know of right now. Since October,
Ain't none of them from Flint.
Ain't none from
Flint. And y'all wondering why. And studying. So tell me what other people gonna get their money from? How did them connections pop off like that?
I remember last time he ran for mayor, the dude received $1,000 check from Comcast.
Look, you see the dude. You see he just was at a meeting with the mayors. Was they parading him around. He nearly just smiling like shit. They ain't got nothing on me, and y'all already see it. That's why I'm telling y'all. Y'all sit up here. Y'all let this man do everything he want to do. Taxes steady going up. Can't get Illinois. Is that the pipeline to smashing Jed? You never know, Carol Kincaid. You never know. You never know. That's why I keep telling you. Listen. I respect Clark for trying to jump up in there and run. I would never tell him what to do. But when you got the clerk office, when you got all forms of government in the city of Flint, and you got Lansing up there, did y'all listen to what went down? The Secretary of State said it's in Davina hand. When it got in Davina hand, see, this is allegedly Neely held a fundraiser in Southfield last year. I'm not saying he can't be beat. But whoever the other people is, they better get money behind him, and y'all better try to get that clerk office together. Just think about this. You know what I'm saying?
Annual statement is due in 5 days, by the 31st. So more honestly, it's due by Friday. I'm hoping to come back on Monday and see what his annual statement for 25 is and what it ended at.
Is he gonna have to put it out?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to see if he can hold.
Because I'm looking through Genesee County right now, and he has put one out every year since 2005. Statement of organization, amended, pre-election statements. He has gotten hit with a couple fees here. But for the most part, he has every year that he was run for office, got one in here. 2005 all the way up to 2010 unbroken, then 2017, 2019.
You see?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Derek. I see you. You see what Mark said. Neely is a professional politician. He is not a clown. His ops have to be serious. You can't mess around with AC or 21. You got to be serious and not arguing about nonsense. That's the point I was trying to make. What's up, No Gangs? Thank you for tapping in. Let me see this. I just hope Art is very careful with what he does while out in public. Everyone is saying he has to watch himself to do what counts. Art is bringing great attention to a lot of other things in Flint. See, but the thing is, Denise, I think what Art messed up at, in my humble opinion, when you tried to be cool with them. Like, I listened to his show last night. And a lot of people, he put a lot of stuff out there. And I understood the way he was, some of the things he said he had to do. See, it said, Trevor, a pack is just, a pack money, it said, Trevor, is a pack money included in those statements or just individual contribution?
I didn't go into a deep dive, but I can find if there's pack money in here.
You know, see, Art, what I mean with Art, you got to understand. When you, and I'm just being seriously, I'm being honest with you. Even all the mess when you did go back and deal with Dr. Weaver and them, let's be honest, you still had to be looking over your back because they don't forget, and that's what my total thing was trying to bring attention. True enough, yeah, they was probably rolling with you saying this and that because they might have needed you to do certain things. Just think about it. Like how they came with us. Winters can vouch for this. She in the chat. I remember when they wanted us to attack Del Rico. See, a lot of people might think we be lying. See, them people, and what's be sad, a lot of them people know each other. But when they had us, they wanted us to go ahead and attack, and I was like, damn. And I told y'all, when I realized the game was on, the game was fixed. When I seen them people seeing each other, they might have weren't paying attention to I was paying attention to them. When I heard an individual say, "Oh no, that's what they doing," I talked to them. I'm sitting up here like we was the attack dogs. I'm like, damn. So that's what we being used. And I think I might have went to Winters on the slide later that day. Might have called her like, hey man, we just being played. Blase splee. And that's my thing. And it's like, because people don't forget when you done them wrong. Let's be honest. Hey, KD, and that's the point. It's in normal places, art working with its ops is just politics. Y'all political landscape is different. Hell yeah. Because people be looking at it like they really be thinking these, like them seats are theirs for life. They don't understand it's a season. You might be in season for 4 years. Or it's a 5-year city council. Whatever you might be, let's just say 4. You might be in season for 4 years. But people be really thinking that, and to be honest with you, people might have looked at it like, shit, I'll get in there, Art ain't he might don't roll the way we roll. You know what I'm saying? We already done seen it. He already went out is on this part. And like he told you in this show, like, I don't win at people, but you got to think, when you take a mayor down or you take individuals down, they don't forget that, because you got to understand, like, look at all the money that came through. And let's quit playing games and acting like the people, the other people didn't want to get in and get control of that 94.7 million. Let's be honest with that. Ever since that money came, you got to seeing how people, and it showed you really how serious it was. Just think about it. When the mayor Neely didn't think he was going to win, well, they didn't know if he was going to win or not. They wanted to, but look at all the powers they gave the ombudsman office. The ombuds person. Soon as he won, you see they didn't want that ombuds person that had them powers like that. Why you think he made sure his board got stacked and ain't nobody said nothing? But what's so cold blooded? But I mean, that's just you talking to a person who looking at it from just looking at it like when you see Joe King on ombudsman, or he was the president. When you seeing all these different people, then you seeing the BS that's going on. Remember when the council people, Tiny them was going down, even Dennis showed up at the ENA board about how Liddell was cutting up. And then you even had Joe King up there trying to block. I'm just saying, look at the stuff that they did, and them people knew they was wrong. But you got to understand now, when you go back and look at it, ARPA money, allegedly, I'm just covering my ass. Allegedly, the new president of the ENA board mother was getting money from ARPA money. Allegedly, Joe King was having contracts with the city. Like, you can go on, so that's why I'm putting allegedly. You can go on with so many things. Do you think them people was going to go after the administration, or was they going to go after the people that was against the mayor? Just think about it. They wanted to deduct Dennis pay or Tanya pay, if I'm not mistaken, for missing count, saying they weren't there. Mm-hmm. Dion got to miss so many days, it was diabolical. Look at Liddell now, but you had the lawyer of city council say coming to council is optional.
Mm-hmm. By the way, real quick, yes, there are packs in here. This one is from 2022, but there is CMS Energy Employees Pack, Delta Pack, IUPAT Pack. I don't know what the hell that is. Local 370 P&P Pack, Michigan Regulatory Council of Carpenters, Michigan Laborers Pack, Michigan Laborers Pack, State of Michigan Pack. Yeah, he receives pretty decent money from these packs.
I'm looking at what Katie said. The reason they don't like Art is the same reason they don't like 810. The difference is y'all cut the snake quicker. Art still playing attack dog until recently. Money talk. Let me see, Kate. Sir Gregory. Art has to learn to play chess because the mayor plays chess and not checkers. Right. You don't go back and deal. Why you think the mayor was so mad that Winters was cool with Dr. Weaver, though? You don't think the mayor was mad when she went over there? Let's be honest. He ain't tripping that she ain't with him, but it's that she ain't over there. Let's be honest. And then look how quick it was when we fell out with them, how they went at us. That's why I don't be wanting to hear people like, don't get me wrong. I still say, y'all love them, so go ahead. I can put my BS to the side. But see, I don't separate the two. That's the difference with me. I don't say one is better than the other one. I don't separate the two. I'm talking about that administration. I don't separate the two. I look at that whole crew together.
Yeah.
Let me just put that out there. And I'm
they trade players back and forth all the time.
I'm just saying with the Gilchrist and the Weaver, I don't see them as separate. I don't get caught up in, because don't get me wrong, I like Gilchrist, straight up like him, just for what I know of him. But I can like you from afar. That's all I can admire things that you done. I do admire some of the stuff that he did with far as how they was getting the blacks into the politics game. I can admire that. Let me be honest. I can admire that. But I'm not gonna separate the two. When I seen stuff was getting slung out there on us, you know what I'm saying? At any moment a person could have came out. And this goes back. Remember when I was telling, and I remember I called Art. Art called me about it. I was like, Art, when he was like, and this is why I'm able to say this now. You see the games they playing with you now. And that was the point. See, when you see people play games with other people, never think they're not going to do that to you. See, my thing is I wanted to know who was over there fighting for me when they was huddling up, when they made these decisions. This is how we finna go at them. I wanted to know, when nobody over there fighting for us. That's why you see me the kind of way that I am. No, I needed to know. Oh, so when nobody over there fighting for us, like that's why I said with them, they should have been able to talk that behind the scenes, like that shot that need to get put out on 1420. I don't care how much in your feelings, just come to have a conversation behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Have it behind the scenes, and that's what I mean. They don't know how to have conversations behind the scenes, hold that stuff. They want to air it out. So if the mayor do get to get his people in, I blame the other side for it. Let me see what a new one said. My foundation has promised to spend $1 billion in Flint in the next 10 years. Neely is going to get his money. He is stacking his players. Now, facts. Let me see. How is Art liked by the Mott Foundation? That will win him in Flint.
Art might or might not be liked. That's aside the point. And it's because the Mott Foundation likes Neely. So one has power, the other one does not. Yeah. Who do you think the Mott Foundation is going to throw money behind? Because while they're throwing money into the city's throwing money back at them. Which one has power?
Yeah. And then who made the city mayor apologize and wrote the letter to him, allegedly. Wrote a statement. But that's what I'm saying though, Sir Gregory. It's like a fact, Sir Gregory. They not, because they know he would probably try to challenge some stuff. What happened on the thing about the issue on the water last night? Did they do the testing for the city of Flint? Because I don't know. Did they do any of that? Or did that just that didn't come up? I don't
remember hearing nothing about it.
But that's the point that I'm saying. Like, it don't make no sense if that didn't get passed through. But that's the stuff I'm saying. But see, they'll vote on nonsense. Give Candace 10 minutes to speak. See, that's the nonsense that I'm talking about. That's the nonsense that I'm talking about. Oh, they'll vote, but we on this. But why y'all ain't on? How did the vote go before I go off on the deep end? How did the vote go on the testing for the water? Did that vote get pushed through? Oh, that was one that got looked over. Oh, because they mad at LaDale. Because I did hear Candace on that Wednesday meeting. As we're going to keep bringing this up, I never seen. See, that's the point that I'm making right there, Mark Hutchinson. No water tested did not come up. And they was telling the people they was going to do this. But you didn't do the water. It's the reason they ain't doing the water testing. I want to know what's the reason they ain't doing it. Now they don't know. And you heard one lady, the beautiful lady, Martin, came and said they can do that. It ain't hard to do the testing. What is it the reason they don't want to do the testing of the water? I wouldn't vote for none. I'm going to be honest. This the cynical mind of me. I wouldn't vote for none of them people that they would sit up there and put up there and say, this is who I'm getting behind. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. That's the point that I'm making, new one. They allowed Candace and Judy last night were campaigning last night, and y'all had 6 votes. That y'all could have knocked. I mean, it was only 7 people there. Y'all could have stopped a lot of that was going on. Or was it 6 there? I'm not for sure. Only 2 wasn't there, so it was 7. Dennis was there. Oh, matter of fact, they had they 4 there. Dennis was there when JWC there, Tanya was there, and Jonathan was there, right?
Yep.
It was 4-3. What do you mean you couldn't get what you wanted? And here we go again. They gave Candace 10 minutes to politic, but she wouldn't let her competition campaign last night. Once again, I'm going to say this again to the good folk. What are y'all thinking? I mean, I'm not mad at y'all, but what are y'all
nice?
Like, damn, that play nice.
Seems like 3 out of 4 of them want to go out on a high note. Oh, I'm not running again. I don't want to leave on a controversy.
Oh,
you've lived in fucking controversy, my friend.
But Miss Beverly Biggs,
that'll get paid off quick.
No, but she wasn't posted. She was supposed to have that paid last campaign. That's been on there. She didn't have to pay. Mm-hmm. So all this stuff, even when Candace Darius was on there, when they ran it the first time, she didn't have it paid.
So you know what happens when you don't pay?
Nothing.
Literally nothing.
Yeah, that's what
they just won't put you on the ballot until you pay, as long as you pay within the time frame, which I believe the time frame to stop signing up is like March, April, some shit like that. But she never
had it paid when she ran it the first time, and she was on the ballot. That's what we're saying.
The first time she's only run for office once. After she finished, she didn't pay. Now, she didn't pay. She can't go on the ballot again until she pays that off. That'll be paid off quick. Remember, she's on the Genesee County.
But it's still not paid.
GOP.
I'm just putting it up on here. But she wasn't the only one. But it sounds like excuses. That's the point I'm making. It do. Because I'm saying it's other people that was on there, they didn't. I'm just telling you how it sounds. How did they get on there? Give you a better example. There's other people who didn't pay theirs and they made it on the ballot. We not just saying Judy, this just got put up. There's other ones who didn't pay theirs and still made it on the ballot. What we saying?
Are they completely on the ballot? And two, did they pay? Like, because I can't see it when they pay. It's only quarterly statements. So as long as they went up there with that check, because I remember they blocked Mike Clack at one point.
And he had to pay his to get on.
He had to pay his to get on, which means if they are on the ballot right now, they had to have paid when they paid the registration fee as well.
Let me put this up here. It's another one that said they had to check a box when they took our petition, asking them if they owe any money. When did she check? They said they still. Here we go, new one. They still have time to pay. I get it, but before Clack, and I'm glad you brought Clack up. Remember, Clack couldn't get on there till his was paid.
Yep.
Candace allegedly wasn't paid, and she still got to get on there. And they saying Judy had some, and hers wasn't paid. She still got to get on there. And let's go back. Then they even got on Eric Mays about his. Remember, they was giving him flack, but the other ones got theirs paid. They allowed the people that's for the mayor, just like with Candace. I mean, like with let's be honest. Let's go with what's her name? Damn, I'm having second.
There's a difference between my campaign and the city council campaigns. Number one, city council has to go through the city. Mine had to go through the county, and I don't remember what the hell I checked. It was 4 years ago.
See, Dominique, I'm just saying, Miss Beverly Biggs. This ain't Mickey saying it. She said Candace haven't paid hers and Judy haven't paid. But this the thing that I'm saying the clerk office been letting slide, but they let it slide on certain individuals. They let it slide on certain individuals. That's why I'm going back to with the residency. This residency thing and just started up on the 21, then started up on the goddamn Josh Freeman, then started up on the what's his name? Griggs. What's the other guy name that was on there? That was not. Thank you for bringing him up because he was slipping. The other one before when they got on there. Oh, what's his name? It was in not Candace. Scott Kincaid. Damn, how did I was
I'm sitting here going like, I can only go back so far, Mickey.
Yeah,
I think that's the point though, right?
Remember Eva got the seat because Scott was running for mayor, so he couldn't do both.
Yep.
So And they said Scott Kincaid ain't live there. So they've been having residency issue. And that's why I was saying the night before. That's what I was saying last night before when I looked at it. I said, and I'm just being honest. That it's a lot. Why you think you don't really see too many people going at the clerk office? No, yeah, they made Carol pay hers too for her to run. But that's why I say it's selective politicking. The clerk office doing the bidding of the mayor. This ain't you know what I'm saying? Just think about what you just heard. Let me see. An affidavit Beverly Biggs said. An affidavit, when they fill out the affidavit, then and tell him that their campaign finance should be paid. Oh, just telling you shit. But this is the politicking that I'm saying, that you got to look at your clerk office. The mayor is directing the clerk office. The mayor allegedly directing the ENA board. Who the hell put a damn camera on the ENA board over the door? Am I wrong for that? Didn't you hear that too? That they had a camera over the ENA board? I mean, not ENA board, Ombudsman.
Yeah, I was about to say I didn't hear shit about ENA board.
Ombudsman office. My bad. Sorry about that. Didn't they have a camera over the Ombudsman office?
Yep. For security.
No, that was for the mayor. See, here we go right here, John. I mean,
that's how they justified it. Obviously, it wasn't for security.
Facts. Josh Freeman literally bought a new house in Davidson for his wife and family while sitting on council. You can't make this up. Residency has never been mattered in Flint. Facts. You gotta let me see what Miss Beverly Biggs said. Once they fill out the affidavit, that's when he's gonna let them know that they can't be put on the ballot over. But why they didn't handle it last before? That's the thing. They selective politic on how they did it with the clerk office. That's why. Just think about it. Who ran the elections? Gloria.
When?
Remember when she wasn't running for office, but remember the election when? Remember, you was there when the canisters came open.
22.
That was Gloria, right? That was when she.
And then she retired right after that.
Now Gloria's still in the office. Now you did tell us about Josh Freeman last year. Yeah, no, you did say it. The cars are not being held by the voters, but by the people in control of the city. Now, listen, you had an individual came to Miss Biggs' thing, came and got a voter, and said LaShawn them allegedly. Let me put allegedly on there for she tried to have me in court. Filled out their absentee ballots.
Mm-hmm.
Filled out his absentee ballot while he was eating the food. And said she turned it in. Didn't nobody see nothing wrong with that? But you know what you're not going to do? That person wasn't going to go down there and say LaShawn did, allegedly the councilwoman in the 3rd Ward did this. Even looking at the signatures. When you seen the signatures, you know what them people sat up there and did act like, well, this is not the place. You cannot tell me that, and this is why I'm going to go with the national politics. If the president them can say, I'm going to bring this up, Venezuela elections is suspect. What about Flint elections? Would you be worried more about Flint elections or elections in another country? And he said, and the president said it himself when he lost the first time. Then he said he went to sleep, woke up.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can see the election is wicked here, I mean, you can't see it. You can speak on it, but you can see it over there. Why ain't nobody looking at Flint that the election's bad here? Election integrity. Ain't nobody saying nothing.
The Michigan state legislature did pass a bunch of laws on election integrity. Now, I don't know how the fuck you're actually going to fucking police that. Like, what are you going to do? Have a state police officer in the room every time? From what? The local post that everyone seems to be acquainted with?
Well, let's go with this one. Remember, the mayor wasn't supposed to be. You was here. Remember, the mayor. This was during your election when doing it 22. You forgot he went up in Hasselbrink. Was it Hasselbrink we was at when they called the police on him about him coming up in there? And he didn't get in trouble.
Was it Hasselbrink or was it in the 3rd Ward? Is Hasselbrink in the 3rd Ward? But yeah, I remember he went into one of those looking over people's shoulders as they're voting, saying, who are you voting for?
Yeah, didn't nothing happen to him.
As they're voting. Yeah.
I know that was on Chevrolet. Which one is over there on is was that Haskell's? It was on Chevrolet, if I'm not mistaken. I remember that.
Chevrolet.
Yeah, what center is over there, right across from that church? What center is that? They building the field over there. I'm telling you, didn't nothing happen. People had proof. I even think they had the. What did they say? Nothing. Because I'm the mayor. Oh no, Miss Biggs.
Tanya's Ward
Yeah,
Ballinger.
Ward, but he also did the one on Chevrolet. I was up at Haskell. Yeah, Buddha Nick. He was at Haskell's too. That went down. I was up there when he did that at Haskell's too. You remember that, don't you, Winters? We was all up there. We was all up there when he went up in Haskell's, and then the police came. That's when he took off. That was Haskell's. Thank y'all for telling me which one it was. He did that at Tanya's and at Haskell's, and what happened?
Not a thing. I think the police gently walked in and said, "Sir, you can't be here." That's about it.
He pulled off before they came. But it was against the law anyway. It was against the law anyway. Just think about, man, I'm just telling you, I just go back when Davina lost 6 recall papers and didn't bat an eye. Didn't nobody get reprimanded in that office or nothing. Nobody. Let me see. You know that guy. I see that was for you from the Williams Corporation. Let me see this.
Yeah.
The guy that was at council last night was at the lectern and got paperwork, was one running.
Yep.
Mayor Jordan Cummings.
Yep.
But do Jordan Cummings have the money behind him to win this mayor race? See, that's what you got to look at.
I have to look them up eventually, but
see,
no reports are done or generated right now or due right now. I have to wait until they're due.
Yeah, but you're gonna need money though. You're gonna need money though.
What I'm saying is we will know if he has money after the first quarter.
I want to see he got money, because if he ain't got like what the mayor just went and raised,
105,000.
That's on the soft end. Some allegedly it was said. That's why I said when I was at the meeting, allegedly he went down there and raised $500,000. This ain't what Mickey said. It said Neely is the agent of much larger government interests. Let me see. He has the backing and the financing. That's why I keep trying to tell people. And he got the clerk office. If Neely can go in there and tell Davina straight up, let me win by 6,000 votes. Make it that I got 1,500. You think Davina gonna say no?
No.
Even with his wife. How many whistling did she did? Just look how she was whipping people.
Yeah, she usually takes about 70%.
Every time. And guess who behind her? The Democratic Party. See, facts. He has a lot of bar owners as friends. But Neely Neely locked in. That man had 94.7 million. We probably finna get, you just heard I'm assuming that the Mott Foundation finna spend $1 billion over 10 years. Do you think Liddell want to give up her seat? You think the first ward councilman, he like, hell, I'm running again. Because you get a taste. That's like you give a drug addict. You give him a taste, you don't think he ain't coming back? Some people will rob, steal, and kill to keep them seats that they in. They know how they get money around here. You gotta have, like I say, at the end of the day, that people see when the state rep went and put in for $25 million, ain't did nothing else. When he have been fooled. When he thought that money was going to come in, that that's going to clear the state debt, did he not try to throw his wife up there? Wanted to get her recognition. Just think about all the games that was played. And I give a shout out to Pam Pugh on that one. Yeah, I'm just telling you straight up. Let me see. Then he has a lot of, okay. Sandra, it ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. We're gonna figure it out, though. I promise y'all that we're gonna go ahead and figure this thing out. We're gonna figure it out. But once again, back to art, dude. Don't let them pull you off your square. Pay attention to what's going on, even if they do. Like some stuff we have to blame on ourselves. But don't if they come shoot it, let them shoot it. Just come back with facts. But I still want to know what was all the people that was in on it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. Granny G, what it do? Thank you for tapping in. Be safe and warm. Everyone have a. Hey, it is cold out here. It's cold up in this thing. I'm just saying he got a, as I said before, Neely has the governor, AG, Secretary of State. New one, don't nobody believe that. When I was hollering that out, study saying he was getting help from up top, didn't nobody want to believe it. Didn't nobody want to believe it. Didn't nobody want to believe it. You know what I'm saying? Go just don't don't nobody want to believe it. I'm being honest with you. You can sit up here and point this out. Don't nobody want to believe that he had help. That's why you can see certain things that's going on right now. Have y'all seen anything happen? We sitting up here hoping that people gonna do right. What Davina do? Davina ain't been doing them a block, and she finally got the time right. But where did time council start last night? Did it start at the 4:30?
There and about actually.
Okay.
4:30 for their little committee, and then there's like a 15-minute break.
Okay. Well, what I can say is they getting it right. They getting it right. I'm not gonna say nothing. They getting it right. That's my humble opinion. They getting it right. So if they get it right, but I would say I often wonder what was the state. The state all in this thing. They pushing their agenda through. I don't think nothing gonna stop. They pushing their stuff through. They ain't stopping nothing. That's why I'm just saying, like, y'all be careful who y'all getting for. Like, I don't want to argue with y'all. I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to argue with y'all. Art can change more as an activist than he can as a council person. Facts. You facts about that, Sir Gregory, because you got too many people that's hating. Just think about it. It's you and I'll use the reference. You're gonna have to and I ain't gonna mess with that reference, but I'll say this: he probably learning his lesson now. Hey, new one. I keep saying that. But you got to understand the Breakfast Club part of the Democratic Shield. Charlemagne part of the Democratic Shield. Facts, but don't nobody want to hear that part. But like I said, Neelys are just Michigan's black hand picked by higher government. What I was asking about Al Sharpton, was he done for the black people? No. I listen, Al Sharpton, in my humble opinion, they found out the game. Much as I don't like Bill O'Reilly, and I'm going to say this, I never liked him because of how he acted. But a broke clock can be right twice a day. But the only thing, see, Bill O'Reilly, they'll call the blacks out that's doing it. That's what I didn't like about him. Then they would downplay the stuff that he assumed, and he let a lot of to me, he let a lot of racist and bigger stuff be said. Just like Bill O'Reilly, it was more blacks was on welfare. You know how many times I had to hear that off of Bill O'Reilly's show on Fox News. Then when you get the real, you know what I'm saying, you get the real percentage. You know what I'm saying? They don't tell you, like, okay, they talked about, like I said, Bill, and then this the the thing about a lot of these people in news. When they get outed and stuff they've been and done, I don't see how people be acting like these are the moral standard people. I just don't get it. I don't get how we, the people on the low level, we sit up here, we forgive the people who do wrong at the top, but we'll hold the ones down here on our level like they're savages, they deserve this and that. But we'll find a place in our heart for people who got money or at the top, like, well, you got to understand, you can't down a man for that. I'm just saying, it's like we let people at the top get away and we find excuses. Don't forget his Michigan. They still haven't found Jimmy Hoffa. Facts. Shit. And that's why Neely ain't going to go against the grain. Listen, I see him stirring up some bottom feeders we may have overlooked. I feel you. Art got so much dirt on both sides that they are not going to let him in there. Hell yeah, Miss Tia. I agree with you with that. But that's why you have to be careful. And I tell people that you got to be careful. When you think you got dirt on people, don't think they ain't got dirt on you. What's up, Christy Coleman? You know, you don't think they got dirt on you. Let's be honest with that. So don't get it twisted that they ain't got dirt. Like y'all both have dirt, and that's why you will see. Just like people team up to block Miss Biggs, they'll team up on your ass to block you.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you might have been working with them, they would team up on your ass and block you. Don't get it twisted. See, I remember the days of AC Dumbass when it was being said. You might have forgot it because you looked at, oh, we cool, we talk this and that. Man, them people don't be forgetting that. And I'll say that again. You know, you might have forgot it. They don't forget that. That's why I'm telling you what me and Winters went through. I ain't forgot what they did over there to us. I ain't forgot it. I ain't gonna forget it. But it was a lot of people though when they did it forgot it. Like, oh, that's nothing. So that's why I'm looking at it like sitting back like, oh, okay. Hey, facts, new one. Facts. And listen, I'm gonna tell y'all, when I heard her say that, when they said Doc Weaver was finna get back in office, she had some plan for him. I said, shit. I understand why he was fighting so hard when you trying to stop a person and people trying to send you to jail. I understood that, but what I didn't understood was like people don't forget that. And I'm saying that. It just people didn't forget that. Hey, the dreamer, I'm telling you, I ain't for listen, when I see the game being played, that's like I'll give you an example. That's like us come on here every day talking shit about now. I'll be on here talking shit unless he gonna get some money up. But do you think I will try to go take some money from the mayor of y'all family just being realistically? Now you can advertise if you want to. But would I go take the money where he'll think? Because I would probably tell him, no, if you get this money, don't mean I'm not going to talk about your ass if you're doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's how I roll. Just because you get, I'm not, and that's why I probably wouldn't take it. I'm not going to take no job because I feel if I got it, I can't be me. I'm not going to do it. If I can't come on here and say something, I'm not going to do it. Keep that. I'll figure it out. We'll keep grinding the way we grind. But as far as me taking some money and I can't talk about the real news, I got to sit up here and lie and say everything good, and I'm not going to lie like that to the people. That back part against Mrs. Beverly. The bad part, he backed AC against. I'm just saying, not. But you know what, Miss Tia, but that's how you gonna see it. But can people, Mama Quill, facts? But can you be really mad? People got the right to pick who they want to pick. That's why I'm saying I wouldn't hold no grudge against Tanya because Tanya wanna. She saying she's supporting behind Carol. I'm not gonna say she wrong for that. I'm not gonna say she wrong for that. Just like when Art had the choice where he wanted to pick AC Dumas. And I think sometimes people don't be looking like, well, they be thinking we cool, we gonna do this. People be like, no, that's why. You just hate who it might come from. But, and I'll say this again, when you did it, it was cool. Now they might, and I'm not saying you didn't, you know what I'm saying? You might don't even give a damn about it. I know you more mad about they took a shot. You know what I'm saying? And I get that. Because I don't get it twisted. Believe me, I'll be mad on certain stuff, but I have to understand and be like, look, every battle ain't meant to be fought. So I'm not gonna try to fight every battle. And I agree with that to this day. Let me see. Miss Tiz Carol was robbed in the first ward, and I believe she's a fighter. She might be one, but I still think Carol have sometimes the same problem that most politicians, ones who don't win, that they be popping off. That stuff was good when you was on the ENA board, but you got to know how to play it better because it's just the way the system is set up. They do not want you to be challenging. Like they don't want Flint. Do not want another Eric Mays. Yeah, I do agree. I shouldn't. Don't pay him no attention. That's my thing. Don't pay them no attention. Let her talk. Let her say what she gonna say. Let her do what she want to do. Let her come out here and take the shots. But at least we did get some clarity on what the beef is about, and it goes back to the school board. At least I am happy on that. We got some clarity. What's up, Lenore Seal? Thank you for tapping in. Oh shit. They said I backed AC knowing AC did not live in the third war. All of that is bullshit. Hey, listen, that's what I'm saying. That's why you have to be careful. That's why this with them, I won't even get off. And yeah, I just think that Art has more self control than Carol, but I like them both. No, I'm just telling you, you got to be careful when you're doing this. You can't, because they already gonna be looking like they already ready to say, listen, we don't want, just like, and I tell people all the time, don't go link up with people who was dissing you at one time or you was dissing that you cost something. Don't go back. That's just foolish. I'm gonna be honest with you. Would I take the money that Dr. Weaver? Oh, yes, I would take it. But far as would I go back over there and work for them? Hell no, 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 no. Just as well as I know they wouldn't want me back over there working for them. I'm just being honest with you. That goes both ways. I don't just go one way. No, that go both ways. I'm just saying. And you still got people, like I say, they can point out the BS that that Neely doing, but point out the other ones who play games too. That's all I'm saying. Don't. And the same thing with the Melissa Mays. That's why I call her out. I call her out every time. She played the same game, but I said a lot of people be running up behind Melissa. Oh, Melissa's this, Melissa's that. Melissa got that money, ain't thinking about y'all. She like everybody else who getting their money.
Christy, what makes you think that it isn't needed? It isn't needed for the people of Flint, that's for sure. I'll grant you that. But who's to say it isn't needed for Carol's friends to make sure Art doesn't get that seat?
But see, but that's what can happen. See, you know me, I try to go on the other side. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, that's that. Hey, that's a great one there. Let me put this up. I didn't know they was doing that. It says, "Who really lives where they say? Why is council giving residents information on residency instead of talking about it themselves on record?" Oh, she said because it makes for an ugly fight. Yeah, it do make for an ugly fight, Christy Coleman. I'm gonna be honest with you. It makes for
ugly
an
fight benefits at least one person.
And who would that one person be?
Oh, that'd be the mayor.
Yeah. So
But
that's
that ugly fight, keeping Art out of that seat, it benefits two people. That'd be the mayor and Weaver. It benefits a lot of people really on the backside. Let's think about that for a minute. Art has a lot of shit on a lot of people. Keeping him out of that seat so he can start blocking things or start calling people out on record, that's a recipe for disaster for both sides. They will gladly sacrifice Carol to keep Art out of that seat and let Freeman get there.
facts. I'm looking
Just
at
like they did with Biggs.
facts. And got LaShawna. Am I the only one noticed that Melissa Mays is more visible on Facebook recently? It's election time.
She's out there looking for a handout just like every other fucking activist. Don't think that just because she got, a brand new house down in the pretty part of the state doesn't mean that she ain't need no more money. She wants more. She's gonna go out and with her hand out. Oh, I'm fighting for the water. Really, Melissa? Where the fuck you been in the interim?
But that's the trick, because now she want to probably cover it up because it came out. They got that 100 million. And then they don't want to look like, remember the water pods. Remember that's acting like the water pods. Then remember she came
that was
on.
their responsibility. That was. Yeah.
Remember she said this was on the Jordan Sheraton. We didn't know. We don't know. We don't know. Like we didn't know how to negotiate. What you mean you didn't know how to negotiate?
You negotiated for 100 mil. Apparently you knew.
You knew you was gonna have to give up something to get something. So you gave up the water pods because you knew. And then look, when 100 million came through, went to nonprofits. So I'm gonna say this, Melissa Mays, if you feel like paying for the 2 months I recorded you, I know as years have went by, so taxes have been on, interest have been put on there. But I know you probably, I'm not gonna pay him shit. Probably not. You probably not, and I believe that. But I'm gonna constantly tell people you just as full of shit as everybody else that you try to talk about because you was in it for the money too. You wasn't in it for because you wanted people to get, in my humble opinion, I'm gonna throw allegedly on there. You was in it for yourself. Because just think about it. Why you didn't say nothing that the water pods was gonna be gone? You knew the water pods weren't coming back. You know, why you didn't say that? You didn't know the water pods wasn't coming when y'all had to give something away. But you can come back on Jordan Sheraton and, oh, we didn't know what we was negotiating. But you got that $100 million though. You knew to negotiate for that and you knew it for it to be non-profits.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just saying. That's where we at right now. That's where we at. Hey, thanks for the facts. Like I said, I'm gonna give y'all what I got. That's all I can give you. I ain't gonna shortchange. I'm gonna give you all I got. That's what I was telling back in the day. I gave you all I got. What do you want more? If you need more, go to somebody else. What's up, JP6? What's the news? Well, the news is we fucked up this way. Basically, we finding out everybody against everybody. Got any last words, Trevor?
Nah, I'm good for today. You got a show today with Mr. Elliott, yeah?
Yeah, at 5 o'clock. We'll be on at 5 probably to finish the discussion that we had Sunday. Yeah, today is Tuesday. I see y'all at 5 o'clock, and it's Taco Tuesdays. Yeah, the unconcerned pastors ain't shit neither. Taco Tuesday. I'll see y'all later on, family. Hey, they better wake up because we hit. What up, though, Jeff Johnson? I see y'all this afternoon. Y'all know I'm on the 3-peat. 35 degrees. That's way warmer than it is up here. I think we at 13 degrees right now.
26 here.
And peace. And I'm out.
Later.
Yep. I'm out.